What's going on, everyone? It's Abdallah here with another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle here. This battle I'm bringing you is with Yoshiller2, a good friend of mine, and he helped co-host one of my live streams with me. It was very great. So, with that being said, let's take a look at the teams here. He's packing Milotic, Scizor, Espeon, Sylveon, Hawlucha, and Zoroark. That is a pretty awesome team put together right there. Because Zoroark can use his illusion ability and be any one of those, and that's very intimidating. And Magic Bounce Espeon is going to ruin my day when it comes to setting up any kind of hazards. On my team, the hazard setter is the Ferrothorn. I've got Multi-Scale Dragonite, I brought my Mega Scizor, I got Magician Delphox, I've got Intimidate, Landorus Therian Form, and I brought my Specs Vaporeon. Now I've got a bunch of Vaporeons, and Specs kind of does some work. I like choosing, one move and just sticking to it and doing a lot of damage with it. So, here we go. Not really sure what he's going to lead off with, but I know I can't lead off with Ferrothorn simply because that the Stealth Rocks are probably going to be Magic Bounce right back over to me, knowing my luck. He busts out Milotic, and I'm like, okay, that's perfectly fine because I'm Specs. I can do some huge damage on it because I've got Hidden Power Grass. So, I'm going to go for Hidden Power Grass right over here. And bam! Okay, yeah. By him using Night Days, that's obvious that it's its Zoroark. So I did a good 1/3 damage on it, considering that was, a non-stab Hidden Power Specs. Anyway, I decided to stay in and go for it again, simply because I think I can knock it down. Maybe it's a 3-hit KO. But he brings in Scizor and quad resists it. So I'm here to switch out, but he catches me. Right here, he Mega Evolves into Mega Scizor over here, and then busts out the Pursuit. Now, Pursuit does double damage when someone's switching out, so I took a good hit on that. That was crazy good, and I don't often see Pursuit on Scizor, so definitely want to run that. But either way, I'm going to send in my Delphox and directly threaten him out. Now, I'm going to go for the obvious move, which is Mystical Fire, and if anyone comes in, they're going to not really want to take it. Although it's resisted, Milotic doesn't appreciate the lowered special attack, and I like that about Mystical Fire. So, that's why I run Mystical Fire over Flamethrower, Fire Blast. I like that little ability there. Now I'm holding Mental Herb, and I bust out the Solar Beam. I stay in unexpectedly, and now that my Solar Beam is fully charged due to the Mental Herb, I do this super effective move on this specially defensive Milotic, taking a good 60% of its health away. And at the same time, I steal Leftovers because of the Magician ability. So it's pretty cool. It's a good combo. Anyway, he goes for Toxic. I'm going to be poisoned, but it's not going to hurt me that much, considering the fact that I've got his Leftovers, which is going to help offset the Toxic. I'm going to knock him out with a Psyshock over here because that is my strongest move against him. And down. Down you go. Now, my other move on this set is Switcheroo, which is a very awesome switching. It's kind of like Trick. So in case you accidentally steal something you don't want, I don't know what it could be, or in case you want to take something else, you can switcheroo it onto someone. So I can only imagine using that on someone with like an Eviolite. That would be epic. Anyway, I know he's going to go for Shadow Ball, so I switch into Vaporeon to take the hit. I know Vaporeon's very specially defensive and maxed out in HP. So he goes for double Shadow Ball and reveals that he's Life Orb. So right now, I survive it. I knew I could, only because I've got, bam, a Shadow Ball of my own to toss right back at him. Now, I don't know if he's specially defensive or what, but that Shadow Ball didn't knock him out, and unfortunately, he's able to throw one more at me, and with that being said, the Life Orb recoil is going to take him out as well. So that's a double down. My favorite Pokemon goes down, and I love Espeon too. Those are like my two favorite Pokemon right there. So whenever it's a double down, you want to bring out your fastest poke. That's always the rule of thumb because, heck, why not? So, right over here, I go for the Intimidate. During the live stream, I didn't know that this was Zoroark right over here until he used that move. But I was going to go for Earthquake either way because that would have been neutral on Scizor. But, in fact, it kills the Zoroark, so that's not too bad. It was kind of a wasted Intimidate, though. But either way, now, unfortunately, since I'm Choice Scarfed, I'm going to have to get the heck out of there, and I need to think about who I'm going to allow to take a Flying Press, because that is Hawlucha's special attack. Now I figure Ferrothorn can maybe take 2 of them. I don't know, but I'm going to get him the Iron Barb's damage as well, so that is going to help. Well, with that being said, it does like a good 55%, and with leftovers recovery, I'm banking that I'm going to survive it. So I stay in, pretty much as death fodder anyway. I was debating on using Thunder Wave, but with that being said, you know, sometimes Hawlucha packs that ability where you can't get paralyzed. So, yeah, I don't know. That was just kind of... You know what, hey, here, take my Ferrothorn. I don't need him. Anyway, I'm going to put him in a corner simply because I got the Intimidate on him, and he's not going to want to stay in. So I went for the safest play. I went for the Stone Edge because I figured that would do some amount of damage. Maybe I can get a crit. But nope, totally missed the Stone Edge. And I switch out only to get Pursuit trapped again by this Mega Scizor. That did like 50% damage right there, which was really, really strong. But I've got the checkmate right over here, which is Delphox, which is automatically going to scare him out because I've got a 4 times effective, super effective fire move that I could use on him. So I'm going to go for it simply because any of his other Pokemon that are going to come in don't really appreciate the drop in special attack, especially not Sylveon, because Sylveon's most likely a special attacker with maybe Draining Kiss or Moonblast, Hyper Voice, you name it. But, I mean, physical versions of Sylveon do exist. I've seen them. It's a good poke. It's different with Pixelate. Anyway, he uses Red Card. Now, whenever you attack someone with a Red Card, your Pokemon gets ejected out. Unfortunately, I get ejected out into Landorus. I go for the U-turn simply because I don't want to waste that Intimidate. I know he's got Mega Scizor and he's got Hawlucha left. And I need to save that. So I'm going to switch into regular Scizor over here, nimbly dodge the Toxic. It really wasn't a prediction. I wasn't predicting him to use Toxic, but that worked out in my favor. I know he's going to switch, so I go for the Swords Dance and Mega Evolve. Simply because Scizor versus Sylveon, 9 times out of 10, Scizor is going to win it. So I know that I can set up on that thing all day. So, go for the Swords Dance. Now I'm sitting at +2, packing priority Bullet Punch. This is going to knock anything out. Hawlucha, say goodbye. Done. Wow. So now I'm sitting very pretty right now. It's going to be Sylveon versus Mega Scizor. Now, here comes Mirror Match over here. I go for Bug Bite because I figure it's a little bit stronger than Bullet Punch, and that's literally the only other move that I got on this guy. So with that being said, I'm just going to keep on going for Bug Bites. He's going to go for Wing Attack, which is something that I don't often see on Scizor. Of course, it probably gets boosted by Technician, that's why he's using it, and it's not that bad. It's doing some work on me. So he knows that he's going to die to one more. He busts out a last-ditch effort Bullet Punch to do some damage. But it's futile simply because I'm at +2 and I got one more Bullet Punch in my system for this Sylveon over here. So this is going to be good game, but no, wait, there's more. Yoshiller decides to be funny and uses a Protect second to last turn. Way to stall it out, buddy. Either way, here comes that Bullet Punch. There's no Sylveon in their right mind that's going to be able to take that. So Sylveon goes down. That's going to be good game. So great job, Yoshiller. Thanks for hosting that live stream with me. I had a very fun time. It was like 2.5 hours long. How many of you guys in the comments section, or people who are watching this right now, saw that battle live on the last live stream with them? Let me know. Also, let me know what you guys thought of the episode in the comment section below. Go ahead and click on that like button. Let's see if we can reach 200 likes on this video today, guys. That would be amazing. Other than that, if you are interested in more Nintendo gaming, go check out Yoshiller2. He's a great guy. He does a lot of 3DS gameplay. He's doing Yoshi's New Island. He's doing that new 3DS Kirby game. And if you guys want some more of my stuff, feel free to check out my channel where I'm doing Bravely Default. And I just finished up Yoshi's New Island 100% along with Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze 100%. So if you guys want more Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battles, all you got to do is hit that subscribe button. It only takes 1 second and 1 click. So do it. Go ahead. I'm waiting right now. Go for it. It's right there. Yes. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll talk to you guys on the next Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle.